friends, welcome to another week and a new vlog. Every time I start talking to the camera, Petey says, I'm out. That's that on that for me. I don't know why he doesn't like when I talk to the camera, because if I'm on the phone, he's fine. Whatever. So, what's been going on? Well, it's actually been a nice start to the week because on Monday night, my mom came over and we went and tried kava, which I'm sure most of you have heard of. I'd heard of it, but I'd never been. It's kind of like a blend of Sweetgreen and Chipotle with Mediterranean food. And it was delish. I got a chicken pita type situation and it was amazing. And I can't wait to go back there. And then we went to Target because I needed a new Brita filter. We just kind of had a laugh at Target. Oh, and then we watched some Love on the Spectrum. I rewatched some episodes because my mom hadn't seen the new season and I was happy to rewatch. So that was fun. It was nice to see her. And then yesterday, one of my best friends in the world, someone I honestly consider like family, she's like a sister to me, my friend Nellie came into town for work and she lives in DC. But she was my camper back in the day when I was a camp counselor when I was in college. And then as our friendship grew and she moved up the ranks and then eventually became a counselor herself, we just got closer and closer. And she's also best friends with my brother. So it was so nice to see her. She stayed on Tuesday night, last night, and I took her to the Burbank Commissary. Showing Nellie Coffee Commissary.
Woohoo!
My hangout. And I took her to downtown Burbank and we went out to dinner.
3 days in LA.
Comparatively. Cheers! Cheers! Love my Nels.
Love you.
Showing Nellie the AMC 16. We're not going to see a movie, but I just wanted to show her this landmark. And then we did a little shopping trip at Old Navy. I'll show you what I got in a sec because it was a very successful shopping trip for both of us. So you love when that happens. Because she was saying she didn't have an Old Navy anywhere near her that had good stock. So I said, have I got the Old Navy for you in downtown Burbank? But it was so fun to see her. Oh, we watched a couple episodes of season 5 of Love Island because she's rewatching that season. And I'm always down to see the origin of Molly May, Maura, Tommy Fury, Curtis, all my faves. It was just so nice to see her. We had such a gab and a half, and like it was, I think, probably the best day I've had post breakup, honestly. I felt so good. I just had missed her so much, and it was so nice to just process the last few months of my life with her and to hear about her life and everything that's going on with her. And yeah, it was just a really good way to start the week. I'm actually kind of feeling like I'm coming down. She left early this morning. I'm coming down from that like buzz yesterday a little bit and feeling a little bit sad because it was just so nice and like safe and comfortable to have her around that I'm like, no, I miss her. I wish she could have stayed longer. But I'm kind of like halfway through my day of sessions. I've got a couple more and then Caroline is coming over tonight so that we can watch the Real Housewives of Rhode Island episode 2. It will be good. I've been looking forward to that as well. So let me show you my Old Navy haul. Okay, so first thing I got were these, what are they called? The High Rise Wow Barrel Leg. And I have another pair of barrel leg jeans that are in a lighter, like a classic blue denim wash. But they don't have the stretch that these bad boys have. You obviously can't feel it, but there's a stretch to these that is really nice and soft. And I'm obsessed with these. They're so comfortable. I sized up in them. I got them in a 16 rather than a 14 because I tried on the 14 and while they fit, the baggier look in the leg just had more of the barrel style that I was going for and hoping for. So yeah, obsessed with those. I think I'll probably wear them on the date that I'm going on tomorrow. So maybe I'll show you guys those then. And then I got this beautiful dress. It's a gingham, and it's got this nice stretchy material up top. And it's got kind of a V shape here that I think is really flattering. So yeah, I'm very happy with those purchases. And I had a couple gift cards still floating around from like Christmas and maybe even my birthday from last year. And so all of this was free. So that was exciting. But anyway, I'm just trying to count my blessings right now and be positive about my life because as you know, things can get dark quickly in the grief process post-breakup. So we are trying to stay positive and keep thinking about and talking about things that I'm looking forward to. Caroline is enjoying my culinary masterpiece.
Delish.
Salmon with a mustard olive oil glaze, salt and pepper. Peach, you can't have any, but I'm sure
No.
you'd enjoy it if you could. One of the only things I cook. Hey friends, whoa, I fucked up my blush today so hard. Like, what was I doing? I was just scribbling outside the lines. Where were we? Anyway, it is Thursday, midday. I've got a break between sessions, so I'm going to do some notes at Palm Coffee Bar, which I have not been to in a while. I'm just getting a little sick of San Fernando. Not their coffee, but just I need a different change of scene. So yeah, but like, listen, yesterday was going well. I was feeling pretty good after my trip with Nellie, and Caroline and I had a nice night watching the new episode of Real Housewives of Rhode Island. And we were having a little gab and a kiki, and then all of a sudden I got a text from the guy I'm supposed to go on a date with tonight, and he canceled on me and said that like he's not really in the place to be dating right now, and he put the cart before the horse in scheduling a second date with me. And so I'm like, okay, cool. The first person I've been actually attracted to since Shakespeare guy, I get canceled on, and he doesn't want to date. So obviously it's like this guy was not that great. Like, he was just some guy, but it's more just like the disappointment of like, I can't catch a break. I can't catch a win out here. So yeah, did I cry? Yes. And I just felt sad again last night. But this morning I woke up and I was sort of like, well, we carry on. That's the theme of life right now. So I had a good couple sessions this morning, and I'm looking forward to getting a little latte, getting shit done, and just feeling a little bit more accomplished and turning the day around. I'm already making plans for this weekend. I'm looking forward to this weekend. The weather's gonna cool down a little bit, which I honestly don't mind just because it's been so hot. Caroline and I are going to the movies tomorrow, so I'm like, you know what? We keep it pushing. We always keep it pushing around here. That's for sure. I have no AC right now. They're installing it. They're replacing it. But things are a little messy. Hey friends, it is Saturday, midday, and I just got back from Caroline. We had a little sleepover, and it was so fun. When I got there, we were both just finishing up work, and then had a little gab. Kelsey came over for a second on the way to a training that they were doing last night. And then Caroline and I went to get sushi in downtown Burbank. And then we went and saw The Drama with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. It's been a few days, but I'm back at the AMC 16, this time with Caroline. Which was a very interesting film. I didn't really know anything about it and going in, and that was good because there was lots of surprises. And yeah, it was stressful but funny I'll say that. And we had a very good conversation afterwards. I like films that really stimulate good conversations post movie. So that was fun, and it was a very rowdy audience. I think it was a lot of like cinephiles. A Friday night movie brings out the cinephiles. So that was fun. And then, yeah, we had a fun sleepover. I slept really well last night. You guys know I'm not, well, maybe you don't. I'm not great at sleeping in, but whenever I sleep over at Caroline's, because their house is so dark, I feel like it's like my little sensory deprivation chamber, and I just sleep like the dead. So I got like 10 hours last night, so I'm feeling pretty good. We had a nice little gab this morning, got some Starbucks, and then headed home. And Petey and I are just chilling. I'm catching up on my YouTubes and doing some reading. Oh, I finished Adult Braces last night, you guys. Ooh, that book was a tough read. It was a tough read. It was so stream of consciousness. Large chunks of the book were her transcribed voice notes that she took on this long van trip that she took, which is like the central plot of the book. And I don't care to read someone's voice notes because it was so stream of consciousness. It was so random. This book needed an editor, and the editor was asleep at the wheel on this book for sure. Like, it just needed so much crafting. Like, after having just read Strangers by Belle Burden, which was one of the most like elegant, put together, thoughtful, intentional books I've read in a while, going from that to Adult Braces, which honestly I was telling Caroline this morning, I was like, it felt like it was just kind of farted out. Like, it was just like no care put in, thoughts and ideas going crazy on the page, no kind of structure or solid organization of thoughts. And it just felt like kind of irresponsible to the reader. Like, how am I supposed to care if I don't feel like you do in the writing of this book? And I wanted to be on her side when it came to the whole non-monogamy situation, but it did feel like she kind of went on a road trip to convince herself that her husband was not a piece of shit and that she was like down for the throuple. Do I think that she's like enjoying the throuple now? Yeah, I think she is, but I just wish that she had a little bit more self-esteem. Like, I've not read a book in a long time where I felt that the author had such low self-esteem. And that was kind of hard as a reader because I was like worried about her. So yeah, not a great read. I kind of had to struggle through it at the end. But anyhow, I'm going on a date this afternoon at 4 p.m. at a local brewery, a first date. So we'll see how that goes. He seems really sweet. He was curious to hear about my special interest in The Bachelor, which is a green flag, I feel. And so hopefully he's a curious person. That's curious, consistent, respectful. That's what we're looking for these days. And cute. And so yeah, I will catch up with you guys later, probably after the date, to let you know how it goes. Happy Sunday morning. I just hopped in the car to go on a date in Venice. Yeah, kind of a journey just for a date, but I have like nothing else to do today, so I was like, why the hell not? Yesterday afternoon, I went on that date to the brewery. It was fun and fine. We had a good conversation. I just don't know if I'm attracted to him. He was nice and like kind of like cute in a nerdy way, but I don't know if I was feeling like a spark, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go on a second date with him. We'll see. It was a 4-hour date, so we certainly found things to talk about, but it was just kind of like, I don't know, there wasn't like much of a flirty vibe. I wonder if there was more of a friend vibe. Too soon to say, but yeah. So wish me luck on my date today. I can't tell if he's cute from his pictures, so I'll keep you posted. Hey friends, and happy Sunday afternoon. I'm back from my date. Oh, God. I've just like never been less attracted to a human being in my life, truly. And what can I say? The conversation was fine and good. Like, you know, I could talk to a brick wall vibes, but I don't know. The second I walked up, I was like, fuck, he's not cute. I have to spend like at least an hour and a half with this person. And I'd driven all the way to Venice for this date just because it was something to do. But I'm never driving that far again for a date because it just was like so brutally not worth it that it just kind of made me depressed to have driven that far. So anyway, not the vibe, not good. Won't be doing that again. So anyway, I've just been vibing for the past hour. I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's now to do my weekly shop. And yeah, probably have a chill evening in. I might close the vlog here because I kind of want to have a fresh week, fresh vlog. But thank you for joining me on this one. I will say I'm feeling better. Like, I'm not feeling as depressed. I'm not feeling as sad. I feel like I've come a long way in the last week and a half. I really do. Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't been on very many amazing dates in the last week, but it is what it is. It's par for the course. I'm not feeling as, like, bummed about that. I'm kind of like, it is what it is. I'll find people I click with eventually. But right now I'm like not really in a rush, and that feels good because I'm like enjoying just the peace of getting my nervous system back after dating an avoidant and just not being like stressed out about like, is he gonna reach out to make plans and things like that. I'm like, I'm making plans with people and I'm making plans with myself. So yeah. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you on the flip side.